Snowkarl took me $1.50. He says, I've been thinking recently how happy you seem with your wife. I want to know what you think the most important parts of a successful marriage is. How do you keep the passion alive after the initial crush? Thanks, and I hope they can as well. The difference between having an initial crush and a meaningful relationship is that you basically, I mean, I'll be honest with you, there's many different things. Number one is that you don't just have, like, it's not just physical attraction. So many people get a crush on someone because they physically like them, but then when you spend significant time with them outside of that, when that physical attraction isn't so super hyper strong anymore because you're with the person all the time, right? Where's the rest of the meaningful relationship? With my wife, we have a meaningful relationship where we like to talk to each other, we like to spend time with each other, we have things we like to do together outside of just the physical attraction. For so many people, it's physical is first and everything else is second, right? Well, that'll get you past the crush phase, I guess, but once you're past that, now you really want to get to know the person. You need to like the person, you know what I mean? Another thing that I actually talked about years ago that I feel is very meaningful in a relationship like that's going to last, a lifetime, is you basically have to be willing to put the other person first. And here's what I mean by that. All right? So, yes, obviously in life, you're a first person, right? Everyone's the main character of their own story. Right? Correct. Everyone is, you see things from your own first perspective. But when you're going to get into a meaningful relationship with someone, you're going to be married and have a significant other. You now have to learn to, in some situations, put yourself secondary. Because that other person has to be the most important person in your life. You know what I'm saying? And that means sacrifice. And that, in some cases, means compromise, right? But here's the deal. If you have a meaningful relationship between two people, and the number one priority of each of those people is to make the other person happy, then it will work forever. Because you're always looking out for the other person and not covering for the other person, but you know what I'm saying? You got each other's backs. You're always doing the right thing for the other person. You may have the absolute worst day possible, but then when you see that person who you love, right, and you know that their best interests are to make sure that you're feeling better, it could completely change your attitude and brighten up your day. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to, well, me, I had a bad day, and because it's all about me, well, my day's ruined. You see the difference? And I think that's just one of the major differences, is that for a lot of people, everything's about me. First person, I only care about myself. For me, that's been a major life-changing step for me, is that understanding that it's not just about me, it's about my wife. And for my wife, for her, she's always looking out for me. And we always take care of each other. We have each other's back. We share responsibility. My God, that's a huge part of it, is sharing responsibility. There's a lot of things in a meaningful relationship that are tedious and annoying. Okay? I'll be honest. Every day that I have off, do I enjoy going out and doing grocery shopping and running errands and the like? Of course I don't. Fuck no, I don't. I think it's one of the most boring things I could do. But when you share the responsibilities of the things that you don't like, then they're not so bad, So I, every week, have to do tedious, boring shit around here, but my wife does some other tedious, boring shit that I prefer not to do, and it all gets done because we share responsibility. You see? It's not just about me. And that's how life has to be if you're going to be in a meaningful relationship with someone. At least that's something I've learned over the last many years, all right? And it takes time. It does take time, especially if you've lived in a life where maybe you've never had a relationship like that, or maybe it's hard. Let me put it this way. I've been in relationships in my life where things were great, but then when those relationships were tested, you find out it actually wasn't the one. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to be at the height of a good time and get into a relationship that's fun. It's also very tough to be in a relationship that lasts the test of time when things aren't going great. You know what I mean? That's really when the truth comes out about what a relationship truly is, or what it means. And I feel that what I have here with Kat, my wife, is very different than any other relationship I've had in my whole life. Because, yes, of course, initially there's physical attraction. And then you get to talking, you like each other's personalities. But then when you actually start to have time spent together, meaningful conversation, life decisions made together, getting married, adopting Jasper, now we kind of have a family unit, and then other decisions about the, ups and downs of being a content creator. You guys know the deal with money and stuff. It's not all fucking rainbows and unicorns, man. But you know, we've been together for years now, and you know, we're getting through tough times, and it's good. It's basically it's proving that it's not just about those initial things. You know what I mean? That's what I feel. And I feel like I've had relationships, and there's some that you know about and some that you don't. I've had relationships in my life where things were great, but then they just didn't last for good reason. You know, when things got hard, things fell apart. Things are not easy right now for us, but things aren't falling apart because we actually truly love each other, and we have that meaningful level of relationship. You know what I mean? Okay. So that's about as much as I can share. I can't get into private shit, but that's as much as I can share with very vague generalizations. Okay. Absolutely, teamwork is important. Yeah, only fear of death. It sounds like teamwork is important. It really is when you're in whether you're married or not, because that's a moot point. If you're in a significant relationship, a significant other, when you start calling someone your significant other, you are now a team in life. You know what I'm saying? You're a team in life. It's not just about me and I. It's about us and everything together. That's how you have to approach it. That's what I say to Kat all the time. I say, don't worry, we're in this together. I got your back, you got mine. You know, that's what life is about now. It's not, oh, we were in this separate, and now we got to do everything for ourselves. That's not the situation anymore, you know? Okay.